it's Ezra here. Today I decided I would do the Would You Rather Book Tag Challenge. This book challenge is by Write a Book. So the first one is would you rather read only trilogies or only standalones? And this, I almost want to pick a third option, only series, because almost always I read series with more than 3 books in them. If it's strictly trilogies or standalones, I guess I would have to go with trilogies. I'm not too terribly fond of books that come in 3s. Based on my track record, trilogies aren't what I usually go for, but standalones, I need more, especially since my primary genre of reading is fantasy. I definitely need more than just one book. So the next question is, would you rather read only female authors or only male authors? Generally speaking, I do try to get a wider range for my favorite, for just reading books. I try to get a lot of representation of a lot of authors, mostly just so I can see and experience different perspectives. But with that said, generally speaking, my favorite books are almost always written by males. Neil Gaiman, Sullivan, Rothfuss, Sanderson, Michael Grant, and I do have female authors that I love that I would miss horribly, but the selection is a lot narrower. So I'd probably have to go with male. They're stupid anyway. Yeah, I don't really like this question. The next one is, would you only prefer to shop at Barnes & Noble or on Amazon? I'm a Barnes & Noble employee, so I definitely would prefer to shop at Barnes & Noble. Shopping there would, it supports my store, and in supporting my store gets me more work hours. My work hours gives me more money gives me more books, and the cycle continues. It's a vicious cycle. I don't really like to buy things off of Amazon. Comparatively with my discount, it's usually about the same price, and the quality is almost always less on Amazon. I never know if something's going to come in dented or jacked up in some way or another. And with Barnes & Noble, if the only copy is damaged, I can always order a new one. So I prefer Barnes & Noble by far. Support your local bookstore. So the next one is, would I prefer if all books became movies or TV series? And I definitely have to go with TV series because I want the micro details. I want everything to be absolutely perfect. And in this would you rather scenario, everything is perfect and it goes exactly the way I want it to. Especially since, like I said, what I read is mostly series. It would just, there's so much that can fit, and so series, definitely. The next one, would you prefer 5 pages a day or 5 books a week? If it's saying that it would be easy for me to do 5 books a week, I would definitely do 5 books a week. There's just so many books in the world that I want to read, and I'd like to have that speed ability. 5 pages a day isn't enough. I can hardly sit down without reading less than 100 pages. I'm definitely a binge reader. I almost always aim to read the book in one sitting, no matter how ginormous the book is, and it's terrible, but I can't just sit down and do small spurts. When I get into a book, I delve way into it. So 5 pages a day, I probably just wouldn't be able to read. I wouldn't be able to focus. I wouldn't remember anything. I'd be like, what's going on? So 5 books a week. It's a lot of books. But if it's saying that my reading speed, which is obscenely slow, if it's saying that it's just somehow magically amped up so I'm able to read 5 books a week, then yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. Would you rather be a professional reviewer or professional author? So something a lot of you guys probably don't know is that I am a 8-time winner of NaNoWriMo 9. I lose track. It's been so many. I definitely am a writer. I would definitely love to be a published writer and to be a professional writer. Even professional writing, though, doesn't pay the bills. So I'd rather have both. You know, professional reviewer would give me money, and then professional writing would be what I would enjoy. Since it's technically not allowed, I guess I'm gonna go with author and then just work at Barnes Noble forever. Sounds good. So would you rather only read your top 20 favorite books or only ever read new books? I would have to go with only ever read new books. I don't very often reread books. There are special circumstances where I will go back and reread them, especially if they're audiobooks. I'm more apt to reread them, but usually I don't really go back on rereading books. So I'm gonna definitely say new books forever. Ever and ever. There's too much in the world that I want to read. In order to read all that I want, I just need to just keep reading new stuff. So the next question, librarian or bookseller, is an easy peasy one because I am a bookseller. And I am very proud of being a bookseller. Librarians are cool. I do have librarian friends, and they're awesome. And being around books is just awesome in general. But I am a bookseller and I love being a bookseller. It's fun. Okay, so the next question is, would you rather only ever read your favorite genre or be able to read every genre except your favorite? Which is very difficult for me because I do like to branch out and read all genres. There's not a singular genre that I'll say, I'll never ever read this. I mean, there's certainly genres that I don't care for as much, but there's none that I would absolutely just swear off of. So choosing between my favorite, which would definitely be fantasy, and being able to read any other genre was really difficult. I don't know if I'd be willing to give up my favorite authors though. So I think I'm gonna have to stick with my favorite genre because I need those series. I need to know what ends. I need the last Kingkiller book. I need it. And Chima's series, the Flamecasters, I need that series. I can't give up fantasy. It's not gonna happen. So the last one is only published hard copies of books or only ever e-readers. As much as I love the idea of e-readers and as much as I love, you know, the versatility of it, I'm very bad at reading digitally. I don't absorb information. It's harder for me to focus. And usually after I finish reading an ebook, no matter how much I love the book, it almost all flies out of my mind. I remember better when I'm reading a physical copy. I prefer the feel of the books, and I love just how books look and how they smell. So I am definitely going to choose physical copies. I don't usually get e-readers, even though I do have an e-reader. I don't usually get the e-books. So yeah, that is that. So that's all the questions. Thanks for watching. Bye!